So let's start with genetics question. Number one question. A mutation changed DNA codon from GAA to GUA. What is the most likely result? A. Different amino acid produced. B. DNA replication stops. C. Cell immediately dies. And D. Chromosomes disappear. So, I will explain for you. RNA polymerase can replication DNA in nuclear and made mRNA or messenger RNA. So, mutation in DNA can change the final mRNA, and mRNA translate in ribosome in cytoplasm. So when the mRNA change, the final product of ribosome, it's amino acid can change. So what is the most likely result? The mutation GAA to GUA is different amino acid produced. So the option A. Number two question. A trait is controlled by a dominant allele. Which genotype will express the trait? So we can write like this. We multiply which genotype will express the trait? Only this one and this one express the traits. So option D. Number 3. Two heterozygous parents, this form probability of AA. So we can calculate that. And 1/4 double small a. So multiply means 25%. Should be. So number 4, which process creates gametes? Mitosis, meiosis, diffusion, and respiration. Meiosis produce what? Sperm and egg cells. And in meiosis, 2n convert to 4 gametes with n chromosomes. So which process creates gametes? Number B, meiosis. Which structure contains gene? Ribosome, chromosomes, cell membrane, and cytoplasm. So it's easy question. Chromosomes. Why is meiosis important? Produces identical cells, increases genetic variation, makes ATP, and digests food. Meiosis creates genetically unique gametes through crossing over and independent assortment. This increases variation within a population. So, number B. 7th question. A DNA sequence is ATG, CCT, and GAA, complementary strand. So, we should remember that A form double bond with T and C form triple bond with G. So we can write here ATG, CCT, and GAA. Complementary strand that T, A, C, G, G, A, C, T, T. So, number A. Is it true? Yes. So, number 8. Which mutation is most likely inherited? Only mutation that occur in reproductive cell can be passed to offspring. Mutation in body cells usually affect only the individual. So mutation in a sperm cell most likely inherited. So number 9. Why are siblings genetically different? Same chromosomes, random fertilization and meiosis, same parents, and the same environment. Siblings inherit different combinations of genes because meiosis shuffles genetic material and fertilization is random. So, option B. What directly determines the sequence of amino acids, lipids, DNA code, ATP, and water? It's a simple question. DNA code. What? The DNA sequence determines the order of amino acids in a protein. This genetic code controls how proteins are built. DNA replication. DNA double strand, and transcription make mRNA and translate to amino acids. So, evolution and natural selection, number 11 to 20. Which population is most likely to survive environmental change? So, number A, low genetic variation, B, high genetic variation, C, identical individuals, and D, smallest population. B option, high genetic variation. For what? A population with more genetic variation has a greater chance that some individuals will survive environmental changes. Got it? 12. Natural selection acts on A, behaviors only, B, traits affecting survival, C, random events only, D, DNA only. So, number B, traits affecting survival. For what? Natural selection acts on traits that affect survival and reproduction. Individuals with beneficial traits are more likely to pass them on. Got it? 13. A pesticide kills 95% of insects. Why do some survive? A. They choose to survive. B. Resistant traits already existed. C. They become immune instantly. D. They stop reproducing. So, some insects already have genes that make them resistant. When pesticides kill the others, the resistant insects survive and reproduce. So, option B. Number 14. Antibiotic resistance is an example of A. Extinction, B. Natural selection, C. Photosynthesis, and D. Hemostasis. It's easy, hemostasis. For what? Antibiotic resistance develops through natural selection. Bacteria So, number 14. Antibiotic resistance is an example. A. Extinction, B. Natural selection, C. Photosynthesis, D. Hemostasis. So, it's easy. B. Natural selection. For what? Antibiotic resistance develops through natural selection. Bacteria with resistant genes survive treatment and multiply. In bacteria, we have main chromosomes, and some bacteria have another chromosome named plasmid. That bacteria have the plasmid, they can resistant from the antibiotic. So number 15. Structures with similar origin but different functions are analogous, homologous, vestigial, and D. Artificial. It's easy, homologous. Number 16. Fossils mainly provide evidence for A. DNA replication, B. Evolution over time, C. Cellular respiration, and D. Photosynthesis. 16. B. Evolution over time. For what? Fossils provide evidence of how organisms have changed over millions of years and help scientists study evolution. Number 17. Why are mutations important? Number A. Always harmful, B. Source of variation, C. Stop evolution, and D. Kill cells. It's easy. Source of variation, B. For what? Mutations introduce new genetic variation into population. Without variation, evolution cannot occur. 18. Which statement best describes evolution? Individual evolve, population evolve, cells evolve daily, and D. Organs evolve. Number 18. B. It's true. Which organism is most fit, largest, fastest, produces most surviving offspring, and oldest? Number 3. Produces most surviving offspring. In biology, fitness refers fitness refers to reproductive success. The most fit organisms leave the most surviving offspring. So, number 20. Selection pressure can come from A, predator, B, disease, C, climate, and D, all of these. It's D, all of these. Predator, disease, and climate. All can come from pressure. Ecology and environment. Number 21. Primary source of energy in most ecosystem: A, water, B, soil, C, sun, and D, oxygen. It's easy question. Sun. For what? The sun provides the original energy source for nearly all ecosystems. Plants capture this energy through photosynthesis. Sun, energy provider. Plants take the energy and their electron goes to upper level and photosynthesis and make organic cells. So, number 22. Which organism is a producer? Hawk, mushroom, grass, and snake. It's easy question. Grass, because they have chloroplast, so they can photosynthesis. So 23. What happens if producers disappear? Food web collapses, predators increase, energy increases, and nothing changes. So A, food web collapses. For what? Producers form the base of food webs. Without them, consumers lose their energy source and the ecosystem can collapse. 24. A decrease involves causes their population to increase. This is an example of A, predator-prey relationship, B, photosynthesis, C, mutation, and D, succession. So A, predator-prey relationship. Number 25. Which process returns carbon to atmosphere? A, respiration, B, digestion, C, osmosis, and D, diffusion. 25A, respiration. For what? Cellular respiration releases carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere, making it a key part of the carbon cycle. 26. What role do decomposers play? A, produce sunlight, B, recycle nutrients, C, create oxygen, and it producers only. So B, recycle nutrients. Decomposers, for example, ants, fungi, and etc. 27. An invasive species often causes problems because it A, always goes extinct, B, lacks predators, C, cannot reproduce, and D, needs more water. Number B, lacks predators. 28. Biodiversity is important because it A, reduces stability, B, increases ecosystem resilience, and C, eliminates competition, and D, stops evolution. 28. Number B, increases ecosystem resilience. General biodiversity helps ecosystems remain stable and recover from environmental changes. 29. If a toxin accumulates up a food chain, the highest concentration is usually found in A, producers, B, primary consumers, C, top predator, and D, decomposers. So 29, number C, top predators. Number 13 and the last one, which activity most directly increases atmosphere CO2 or carbon dioxide? A. Reforestation. B. Burning fossil fuels. C. Recycling. And D. Conservation. Number B. Burning fossil fuels like oil and gas. Have a good time.